Hello, my name is Mr. Cuevas. I'm the music teacher at Legacy Visual and Performing Arts High School in the city of Southgate. And today I will be teaching our mariachi ensemble the use of our circle of fifths and how it pertains to our mariachi repertoire and styles as well. One of the standards that we will be using is at the end of the unit, students will be able to perform on an instrument in a small ensembles with one performer for each part. That is the creative expression 2.0, 2.5 in our music standards. And also singing a small ensemble with one performer for each part. They will have either a solo or a duet or a chorus as it pertains to the song, to the particular song. The circle of fifths will be, first of all, their prior knowledge consists of being able to identify the chords, the notes and the chords. Notes for the winds, the trumpets, and the violins, and the chords for the guitar armonía section, what we call the guitar and the vihuela, and the guitarrón as well. So by being able to having that prior knowledge of identifying the notes, the students will be able to use their circle of fifths to be able to identify which notes will have accidentals, will be sharp or will be flat. In that particular song. And what we will be doing is playing scales, major scales, as they pertain to that circle of fifths and as it pertains to the particular song. Here's one of the songs that we will be working on, El Caballito. El Caballito happens to be in the key of C, So in this case, the trumpets and violins will be playing in concert C. So trumpets will play a D major scale, violins will be playing a C major scale, and the guitars and vihuelas will be accompanying, playing the appropriate chord patterns. The students have learned thus far that the 1, the 4, and the 5 chord are important in such scales. The pattern that the students have learned is that a 1, followed by a 5/7, followed by a 1, followed by a 4 chord, 5/7 chord, 4 chord, 5/7 chord, and a 1 chord. And that particular pattern refers to accompanying a major scale in any key. This particular song, El Caballito, happens to be in the key of C, and the students will be able to both play and accompany the ensemble as well. In this case, the 1 chord will be the C chord, the 5/7 chord would be the G7 chord, and the 4 chord would be the F chord. Students' prior knowledge also consists of strumming patterns. In this case, for guitar and vihuela, the students will use the son jalisciense strumming pattern. And that consists of this particular pattern. And they will play that pattern for every chord, while the rest of the ensemble will play, trumpets will play the D major scale, and the violins will play the C major scale. So the armonía section, guitars will be playing the 1 chord, and the 5/7 chord, that is the pattern that they will be learning for this particular exercise. So they're able to make the connection. Um, they look at the music, they look at the key signature at the beginning of the song, and they will notice that the key signature, that there are no accidentals, and therefore this song is in the key of C major. They will take a look at their circle of fifths, which they have already worked on, and they've done this particular wheel here. So if they go to the key of C, they will notice that there's no flats or no sharps, making this this song based off of the C major scale. So in order for them to really understand the notes that are going to be in that particular song, they will practice playing those scales. And therefore, having the accompaniment on the vihuela in the guitar, playing those chords, while the trumpet and the violins will play the melodic note sequence of a scale. We will review this in different songs so that they can make the connection with other keys as well, D major, A major, and G major, as it pertains to that particular song, and changing the style of mariachi strumming. If we when we get to the other songs, such as Bala Perdida, for example, happens to be in the key of A major, and by the students looking at their circle of fifths, they will see that if they go to to the right, their right, they will see that they will hit the A, and that has 3 sharps. So they know that the song is in the key of A. And so now the 1 chord becomes an A chord, the 5/7 chord becomes an E7, and the 4 chord becomes a D. And then now we're going to change the style, because now this song is not a son jalisciense. This song happens to be a ranchera valseada. So it's like a little waltz 1, 2, 3 style. And so the students will be able to play the chords 1, 2, 3, and change to the E7, and then back to the 1 chord. And the students, by doing this exercise, will learn the style. They will learn how to identify the chords that are going to be part of that song. The students playing the trumpet and the violin will know that those notes will be the notes on that particular scale will be the ones that will be in that particular song. Now, not all the notes will be in that song, but the notes in that song will be part of that particular scale. And then we will move on and continue on with different styles of music. The students have learned that there are 3 types of rancheras, and that there's different types of sones, jaliscienses, michoacanos, veracruzanos, and jarochos. Also, there are going to be huapangos, boleros, and so every single scale or particular song that pertains to that particular scale will be played in that style of music. As we have experienced right now, we had son jalisciense, and we've had ranchera valseada. Like I said, we also have the boleros, and we also have huapangos. A huapango will consist of a different type of strumming, and huapangos will be in a minor key. So the students will be able to also identify those chord progressions in a minor key as well. One example is the song Tata Dios, which happens to be in an A minor key. So you will have for this song, the students will have an A minor as being a one chord, um, an E7 being the 5/7, and the 4 chord being a D minor. The wapango is it's a little more sophisticated in strumming, and this is why the students will have to practice and master this type of strumming pattern. It consists of a down strum with a lift, followed by a roll, followed by a stop with the palm of the hand and going down up. So the sequence goes, and then repeats the sequence again. Every chord will be played with this sequence. By playing this pattern, the students will get comfortable with the style of the huapango. The sequence for the guitarron player, they will learn that at the same time that the guitar armonias are playing, the guitarron has their own specific style and know when to anticipate a particular chord change. So good exercise in this style. And that's the sequence that the guitarron plays for this style of music, and the pattern does not change. The pattern will be consistent pretty much for every huapango style song. And by learning, by reviewing and going over the scales, they will learn how to use the circle of fifths. They will learn how to identify the order of the accidentals on a particular scale in terms of what notes are sharp, what notes are flat. The students will also learn the progressions, chord progressions, as they pertain to that particular scale. And the students will learn, more importantly, the style. And for this particular lesson, we will be using examples. We will be just kind of using the skeleton of the part of any particular music. I have a music selection that we will be using that I have posted on Schoology, and they will analyze the song by identifying what key that particular song is in, what scale that song is based off of, and what style. And then at the end of our lesson and the unit as a whole, they will be able to play those songs in the particular key signature, in that correct proper style, using the proper technique. Thank you.